see, there's a decent amount of snow around me, and current temp outside is 41 degrees. I'm going to go head to a local pond for about an hour. I'm going to be throwing the drop shot mainly. It's actually the only rod I'm bringing. So I have some Bankto minnows, and then I have my favorite drop shot bait, Zoom finesse worm. Just wacky rig that. So water temp, the ponds actually were frozen for a day, and then they unthawed. So don't know how this is going to go, but stay tuned. Going with the Zoom green pumpkin finesse worm. Tossing on a drop shot. It's cold out here, but we're going to see what we can do. When I left the house, it was 41, but it's supposed to keep dropping here because it's like 3 o'clock. It's going to be dark in like an hour. Let's see what we can do. All I do, hook it right in the center. A lot of guys like to have like an uneven wacky worm for regular wacky worms and for drop shotting wacky worms. I like to do it pretty much exactly even. Just my personal preference. Gonna walk on over to the sunny side. A lot of times in the winter when it's cold like this, the fish will like to get up in the rocks because they're warming up a lot faster than the rest of the pond. So stay tuned. Got one. Feels like a good one too. Yep, that's a good one. On the drop shot. Oh, keep him down. He's not as big as I thought. Still a solid fish for these conditions. Look at that. Come here. Nice. Probably a solid. Wow, he's freezing. Solid 1.5 pound fish. Look at that, right in the top of the mouth. He's fishing a little rock pile. I'm fishing a drop off. I'm actually sitting on a point right now. It's about 10 feet of water, and there's a little rock pile out there. It's usually a fountain too, so I think there's some kind of like a man-made structure too, because there's usually a fountain sitting right here, even though it's turned off right now. But I'm assuming that they don't take the entire infrastructure of the fountain out, so there's still probably some decent little man-made structure down there, along with those rocks, and a nice solid little 1.5 pound fish to get my day going here, so stay tuned. All right guys, nice first fish, 14.5 inches, gonna get the release on it. Frigid temperatures. There she goes. Gotta love that drop shot. Doesn't matter how cold it is, this thing's always gonna produce for you. Got one, big one, big one. I think it's a big one. Yep, it's a big one. Giant. Oh, he's running at me. Big one, big one. Oh yeah. Oh, he's not that big. Wow, that thing was fighting. Still a nice fish nonetheless. Another same size, a little bit shorter, but a little bit fatter actually. Man, that thing was fighting like a 4-pounder. Still on that drop shot. Definitely not a bad fish. Nice, nice. 14-incher on that drop shot. Right in the center of this. Oh. Alright guys, the sun's starting to go down, and also I ran out of camera battery. I have like barely anything left on this one. The other one's completely empty. Wasn't really expecting to catch much, but I thought I'd film anyway, and good thing I did, but I wish I had some more camera battery. But 2 fish that I did catch were on the drop shot. I was just throwing it on the Abu Garcia Revo. This is a $70 reel, probably the best spinning reel you're going to get for your money. St. Croix Mojo Bass spinning rod. I'm getting a new spinning rod. I already have it ordered too, but you'll see that in a future video. But this is not a bad one for $100 either. Just a little St. Croix drop shot rod. And I was throwing the Zoom green pumpkin gold finesse worm, which is my go-to, just wacky worming it on a drop shot, moving it inch by inch, and got those 2 decent fish. So I'm gonna probably fish tomorrow. It's supposed to be actually a little bit nicer. I think the high is gonna be closer to 50, 45, 50 degrees. It's gonna be sunny out. Don't know the wind conditions, but hopefully I can get some more fish tomorrow, guys, and I'll make sure I got some battery too, so stay tuned.